Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of H3VR. So today we're actually going to look at a revolver. Took long enough, I know. Today we are going to take a look at... Okay, that doesn't work. At the most Nagant... No, not the most Nagant. What am I thinking? The Nagant 18, actually. 95 revolver. So I'm also going to talk a bit about how revolvers work in H3VR quickly. Or gate loading ones at least. But we'll get to that in a bit. It is fired in this weird little cartridge, which allows something special, which I'll show in a bit. But as you can see, the bullet isn't actually protruding, but the bullet is being encased by the shell casing. So yeah, one thing to load revolvers in H3VR. Well, actually, I should just make a dedicated video for this. So never mind, I'm not going to do this in second thoughts. But let's just pop those in. So it has 7 chambers, so it's a 7-round revolver, unlike the more usual 6-shooter. It was used in the Russian service and eventually the Soviet Union, and was going to get replaced by the TT-33, but as you all know, if you watched that video, that didn't happen. So I actually forgot the cartridge size, but it's something like 7.62, like all Russian weapons. And without further ado, let's shoot at some targets. Remember to use my left eye. So this pistol did come in both single and double action. However, due to how gate loaders work in H3VR, we only have the single action version and not the double action. Another unique thing about Nagant revolver is if you take a close look, if I now pull the hammer back, you might have been able to see that. Just pay close attention. Take a look at the gap between the chamber and the barrel. You might have been able to see it, maybe not, but the barrel actually moves forwards a bit. Yeah, if you take a look at the back, you can clearly see it moves forward a bit, which is unique. It did allow the Nagant revolver to get a bit more FPS, feet per second, out of the bullet. However, of course, it came at a cost, and that cost was complexity. And it didn't really add much advantage in terms of stopping power or anything. But it does allow for a unique thing. This is the only revolver which can carry a silencer. That was empty. I think we are done now. Now we're done, yeah. So that's a unique aspect. Only revolver which can do that. Let's slowly reload. It's a gate loader, damn it. Gate loader after all. There we go. And I'm also going to show one more thing before we fire on target, if I remember correctly. There we go. It's a 6-shooter, or it's a single action revolver, alright. Although I did disappoint with finding the hammer. Let's just pop a punch there. Faster reload this way. Let's try that again. That's better. I like that Anton added that feature to the single action revolvers. Just a bit of extra fun. But now, let's do some target shooting. Clean that up. Let's see how good I can shoot this thing. The sights on this thing, like most revolvers, is not that great. Revolvers, of course, being most of them of older vintage. That last one was awful. So yeah, that was the moist, not the moist. Why do I keep on saying the moist Nagant? This is the Nagant revolver. The moist Nagant is coming later. So this was the Nagant 1895 Revolver. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!